Hey, welcome to another episode of Politics and Wellness. I am your host, of course, Captivating Christian, and you all are my co-hosts, along with the greatest moderator on these YouTube streets, and the ladies love him, Brother Nate. So, get your stuff together because this is going to be like a Thanksgiving, not too heavy. Of course, we got to talk about a little bit of politics because grass is about to be hella crazy. But this is just about to be a Thanksgiving kind of chill back. So get your glasses and let's discuss some things. Hey, what's going on, Tanari? How are you? Hey, what's up, Rico? How are you? Nice to see you. Thank you for stopping through. Brother Nate, let me know when you're ready. Hey, The Smart Show. How are you, Pastor Nate? Always a pleasure to see you. And please, for those of you who have not checked out Pastor Nate, his morning nuggets definitely will get you started on the right foot. Definitely very inspirational and all that good stuff. So please check out Pastor Nate's channel, especially in the morning for his morning nuggets. Definitely a cool vibe. So without further ado, you did say you was ready, right? Okay. So without further ado, let's just get started. Hey, brother Nate, how are you?
Hey, how you doing? How you feeling?
I'm good. See, again, I was gonna put on the black hat and I said no. See, I didn't do it. I'm feeling all right. I'm ready to just get this over, and out the way. I guess a little wellness because some holidays I'm okay, and then some holidays are kind of like not like.
Yeah.
If we could pass through this, and I don't know. This is one of those like
the quicker the better.
Yes, this is one of those like hit the speed button. Let's go.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm at with it, and it's all right. We'll get through it. But
well, you're not alone there. I do the same thing. I don't even celebrate Christmas.
Oh, okay.
So I'll go ahead and do my little thing. I'll do stuff for other people. It makes me feel better. And
Right.
Thanksgiving, it'll be the same thing. It's going to be quiet this year.
Okay.
Just like last year, we don't want to take the chance. So we're just gonna go and pick up the food and come on back home, and we'll I have to make a couple of rounds and drop some food off, and that'll make me feel better.
Right.
Yeah, because I ain't no holiday person either. And besides these people's crazies out here.
Oh, right. Yeah, these people are crazy. And the holidays are different. When people transition and leave, the holidays become a little different. There are some where I'm geared up and ready to go. This is just a year that I was just like,
Yeah. That's the same thing here. You'd be surprised. You never realize how much you miss people.
Yeah.
And then it gets quiet. It gets quieter. Because you notice that things are missing. There's voices that are missing at the table, and certain things you normally do. So okay, we'll get off of that. We don't want to be somebody here crying and boo-hooing and shit.
Right. So anyway, hopefully everybody's having a great week. That's definitely important because as we live our lives and do the hustle and bustle of whatever we're doing in this situation of COVID, or the C word. Let's not forget to take time to just, kind of zen ourselves and be focused and one with ourselves. So that's always important to check in with yourself. We always have time for other things and other people, but we never take time out for ourselves. So even just to check in for yourself and make sure, hey, I'm all right, I'm centered, I'm good, is a great thing. But as always, let's get started since, we're starting. So let's get started with some updates. All right. the biggest update of the day, of course, deliberations have started in the Mon Arbery case murder trial, or I don't even know if I want to consider it a trial. Basically, white honky saying, hey, we killed him. You know, we thought he was suspicious, even though we didn't see anything, know anything of the sort. He was just running, and you can't run and be black because we're going to shoot you. That started. People were like, what's taking them so long? I was reading chats as I was in them, and people were like, what's taking them so long? This should be easy. And no.
And that's why you always get surprised, because you think it's supposed to be easy.
Right, exactly. Because I'm sure there's a lot of mayonnaise in there talking about, well, he shouldn't have been in the house. Well, if he just stopped and complied with them, for what? How the hell is he supposed to know what they're supposed to do? So let's see how this goes. I don't know if we spoke about it. I don't think we did, because I think she said it afterwards with the dirty toenail shit. I was just like,
yeah, that's a bit much. But let me explain something to you, because I'm a runner also, and he was running without any socks.
Mm-hmm.
Running shoes they're nylon.
Okay.
And you're always going to have dirt from the road, and he was in the rural area,
right?
I mean, that's a given.
Okay.
She made it sound as though it was like he was filthy and dirty.
He was filthy, and it's again the boogeyman kind of complex that they always do. Like, oh, you know, there was this man. Even with Travis McMichael, when he was talking on the stand, he said he never laid eyes on the man. So if you never laid eyes on him, how come that one particular day you come across him, you knew exactly that it was him? If you never laid eyes on him, but we all look alike. I mean, you know, that's their go-to. We all look like, we're all dangerous, we're all this, we're all that. So I don't know. I just over it. I'm ready for it to be over. I'm just concerned about the justice part of it. I don't want it to be, oh, we're going to give him a sentence and then we're going to turn around while everybody's focused on something else. And oops, it went from, 15, 20 years down to 5 and 10 with good behavior. Like, no.
Well, they still have the federal coming up, and also. And that's what, next year, February of next year.
Yeah. They still have that coming. But you know how these people are. I think even with the federal, they'll rather throw money at the family than to actually prosecute these folks. Which again, victims playing victims. I'm just saying. But other than that, I don't know. Your thoughts?
I just think I think the defense lawyers were just totally disrespectful.
Mm-hmm.
Totally.
I don't care what nobody said. I said it in a chat before that I think juror number 12 is black.
Is black.
I think juror 12 is black. There's no way every time since that whole kind of, we don't want black pastors, that kind of, we want to control who comes in here, who, it's always been number 12 was asleep. Number 12 was asleep. Number 12 was nodding off.
Yeah, that shit's hard.
Right. Are you looking at all the other jurors? Like, why are you only focused on juror number 12?
Number 12, that's right.
Juror number 12 happens to be what? Black, and the only black juror there?
Yeah, juror 12 picked his nose.
Right. So it was just,
we get a mistrial.
Yeah, it was so crazy. Well, I don't think I think there's far more females on that in that mix too. So I don't think it would be just because of female, but I definitely think that juror number 12 is black or of some sort of out of the mix of the white that have them so fixated on trying to get her out or him out of the loop so they can have an all white jury. I don't know. I just thought it was a bit crazy, but I'm glad we're coming to a point of getting some remnants of justice for this young man. So that's good. Hey, Melissa Scott, and thank you so much for the shout out where you come to get your little daily dose of what's going on. Definitely appreciated that.
Oh no, I get my laughs over there.
Yeah,
I can't wait for her to get her studio together.
Get her studio together, right?
Mm-hmm.
I said definitely another auntie in my head, because going over there is like going to your auntie house, because she liable to cuss somebody out.
Yep.
Hey, just tell you how T.I. is. Hey, Lynn T, how are you? Nice to see you.
And yeah, girl, it's too cold to be vlogging on the bus stop in this winter. Excuse the expression, but catch them motherfuckers in the springtime.
Right.
It wouldn't get to blowing out there.
Yeah, especially out there. What else was going on? That NFL player beating up on his ex-girlfriend. I mean, granted, domestic violence in any situation is uncalled for by anybody who does it. But my issue with the NFL, it's the same thing as everything else. White players, you hear nothing about it, although they be beating the shit out of their wives and their girlfriends and whomever too. But they always seem to focus on the black players. And then they always get the harsher punishments when it comes to either getting kicked out, fined an enormous amount, and all this other kind of stuff. When it's white players, they'll
pull out the resources.
They going to Sunday Bible school, and they doing all this other extra dumb shit, going to Alcohol's Anonymous and all this other extra shit, but they still either playing or they still getting paid, even though they're not playing. It's a lot of bullshit with the NFL that I just can't. I can't rock with, because if you're gonna punish them, punish all the motherfuckers. Don't just punish some of them.
Yeah, and that's pretty much with anything.
Yeah, I mean,
did you know you have these guys all pumped up?
Yeah,
yeah. Or sorry, Rico, you finished oiling up, Rico?
Rico's a mess. But yeah, that's just I don't know. I didn't feel right about it, but at the same time, I always feel like we're always, and again, this ties into everything, where we're always looked at as these vicious savages that beat, that rob and steal, that do all these things, and it's just like, yo, take a step back. You guys do the same shit. I don't understand how y'all don't see that.
That's because they cover it up. It's all right for them to do it. They'll cover it up. Yeah, it's the good old boys network.
Even in yourselves, it's just like, you don't know that y'all steal. If you leave your door open and there's nothing but white people in the neighborhood, what makes you think that a black person is going to come all the way to the white part of town and go, "Ooh, they leave their doors unlocked
with no car"?
Yeah, right. With no car, they leave their doors unlocked.
Let me go check them out.
Let me go check them out. I think it's so asinine, like it makes no sense. So I don't know, just something to make you go, So in other news past that, I did want to, before we really lighten it up, I did want to talk about, because the story came across about 2 weeks ago, but it kept slipping my mind. Vanessa Bryant, the battle she's going through with the goddamn police, the sheriff's department in the LA County where they live. Of course, when her husband and her daughter was tragically killed, these mofos was taking pictures.
Yeah.
And they were the ones selling the pictures to the papers.
Leaked them out.
Right.
Yeah.
So now what they're trying to do, of course, everybody working in cahoots. So you got the judge, you got the district attorney, you got the sheriff's office trying to basically say that she's cuckoo, and they need for her to take a psycho evaluation just so she can say, "Hey, y'all violated my family's privacy by taking pictures of this goddamn gruesome scene, then selling it, and then acting like, oh, I don't know who took the pictures. Bitch, y'all were the only motherfuckers out there. So who do you think took them?" So, that was just crazy to me.
Yeah,
and praise God to her.
to Patty Duke. Patty.
Hey, Patty.
She got to run. She'll be back. We got you, girl.
Right.
Yeah, but I was reading that, and I had to go back because I was trying to figure out why they wanted to find out like her psych information. Yeah, I'm like, wait. I said, oh, that's right. I forgot that they had during the actual crash, they were out there taking photos with their phones.
Taking photos, saving them, and then selling them to the tabloids. So, a lot of those people got money under the table for selling gruesome pictures to the tabloids. And it's just that she jumped on it and was like, anybody post these goddamn pictures, I'm suing the shit out of you, your children, your grandchildren, and try me. Yeah. So, and then of course they tried to push back on her. And even in this, trying to kind of minute her pain. And I think that's so, that's so messed up. It's one thing to even lose a husband, but it's a whole other thing to lose
for entertainment.
Right.
Anything for entertainment.
And I think
they don't care, even in someone else's pain.
Right. Yeah. It gets really ridiculous. Okay. So lastly, out of the political stuff, gas is going the fuck up. So much so that old Sleepy Joe has decided to dip into the oil reserves to help cushion these rises in the gas at the pump.
How's gas going up when everybody sat home last year?
That's what I said. That's just what I said. I said, if everybody's mostly supposed to be home or somewhat kind of quarantine, how the hell is gas going up?
But then they cut production. Because they cut production because they weren't using as much.
Right. And then they cut bodies because you can't have, what I'm saying, but so many people working in facilities. So of course these things are going to happen. So why are we acting like this is, like surprise? But I just was like, really? Like, okay, you didn't know this was going to happen or this was coming? So I don't know. I don't really know about that, but
well, it's like with everything. They're looking to make extra money, so they're going to inflate everything.
Right. But they are, and the truth of the matter is that they are making buku money. While people are going around scavenging and pulling toilet tissue off the rack to wipe their asses, Charmin, the CEOs of Charmin and Scott's and Angel whatever and all these other shits are getting paid out the ass. And you think they're giving any of that back? No. So I think that's that's really ridiculous.
Just dip into those reserves, all those cases of toilet paper where everybody has left. Just tighten up. That's the way you do it.
And conveniently, you'll have a cargo ship out in the middle of fucking nowhere with full of toilet paper that can't get to.
Because they're picking and choosing which ships to unload first.
Right. Of course. Again,
and right now they're so hell bent with the whole Christmas thing.
Right, and it's a supply and demand type of thing because that's basically what this whole capitalism system is. Huh?
I got paper. I'm good.
I don't fully. I use paper, but I don't fully trust paper. I got to go shower.
And I wish we had bidets.
Bidets, right? Yeah. Like the rest of the world. We're so sophisticated and so you go anywhere else in the world, there's a toilet and a bidet. You go to some of the most.
Yeah. Look, the first time I saw one, I was like, "What does this thing do?" And then I tried it, and I was like, "Oh yeah!" I was like, "Oh."
Well, even in Japan, in Japan they have a whole thing like the toilet is a bidet. You just press, you just go whoop, and then press the button. Everything is kind of like you're like, "Oh, this is nice." Hey, what's up, Anthony? How you doing, sir?
Hey, Anthony, how you been, man?
Right, ain't seen you in a month of Sundays.
We still here,
right? So so that's it. So now let's get to the whole Thanksgiving menagerie of Thanksgiving. So first of all, I would like to say I am very thankful for you all, for all that you do, for all your support, your DMs, your stories that you send my way. Like, hey, look at this. Did you see this? Oh, we're going back and forth. Totally appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. I just wanted to say thank you. You guys don't know how much your viewership and your, hey, you ain't been on in a while. Are you coming on this week? Are you going to talk about this? You should talk about this. Are we going to talk about this now? It means the world to me. I know I like to hear myself talk sometimes, but it's nice to know that other people value your thoughts like I value all of yours. So thank you so much. And that is definitely what I'm thankful for. I definitely appreciate you guys. Love you guys to death. Yeah, that's all I got to say about that. So enough of the mushy stuff. Unless you can go, sir, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm thankful. I'm thankful for all of you. I actually get to vent.
Right.
This is good. This is actually good therapy because with everything going on, you always assume that it's just you.
Right. And it's I don't mind bouncing, even if it's a difference of opinion. For me, it's like, okay, I could see where you're going with that, but at the end of the day, this is what we're dealing with. Like, this is what it looks like. So that's kind of, but I see you. So it's nice to kind of get that different twist and things. But yeah, so that's that. But I don't know. Like this Thanksgiving, I'm just going to eat. I think I will probably be working for a little bit. I hope not to be working all day because I'm not doing that. We ain't doing that. But I do know somebody's going to sneak something in there because, of course, why would they not? But I don't know. I'm just ready for all this to kind of like smooth on through to start 2022 and see what's on the horizon for a new year, because this one is kind of like run its course for me.
Yeah, I don't know. It might be a continuation.
Yeah, that too. But I just need at least day one start. Okay, it's like because this is just like watching something on repeat, almost like Groundhog.
Yeah, and that's what it is. It feels like it's just the same thing over and over and over, and it's like when do you get off?
Right. Like, get off the goddamn thing already. So you guys can in the chat. You guys can share what you're thankful for. We could pop those up if you want to share. But I'm definitely thankful for all of you, like I said. So do share what you're thankful for, and we love you too, Auntie Melissa, because you're definitely like.
We did forget.
What's that?
Because it's the holiday season, and some people partaketh of the weedeth. Please be careful because they're coming across. There's some that are coming across laced with fentanyl again. So please stick with your same suppliers.
Yeah.
Don't try anybody new.
Don't try nobody new. If you do go to a dispensary, make sure it's some dispensary that you frequent. Don't be trying no new. Oh, that's new. They just popped up.
Yeah.
Just be careful.
And what is that? Narcan? You can get that now,
right?
With no prescription or anything.
Well, they say it's a little different. The one with no prescription. They say it's.
Well, as long as it keep you from ODing,
Yeah. Hey, Virginia Redbone, what's going on?
Hey, Redbone, haven't seen you in a minute.
Right, I ain't seen you. I missed you.
Right,
where
girl.
You been?
Yeah.
You should always be doing. Where you been? Around here. Hey, Mixology Plus, how are you? Yeah, and right. Don't share your blunt. I mean, I can't really. My lungs ain't young no more. I can't do all that. That stuff burns. I need to just can't. But yeah, don't be sharing. Just be mindful of your stuff.
I thought about gummies, but shit, I've been ate the whole goddamn thing.
Oh man, I did that and was messed up. I saw people.
Because I eat them like junk. What is that? What goalie gummies? Have you tried those? Okay, I was like, these shits are good, and I was like, oh, this shit ain't candy. This shit ain't candy.
Right, I was eating them, and then by the time I finished the bag, I said, oh. because I was like, oh, I want some candy. Then I was just like popping them. Then
see,
it
I
dawned
can't
on
mix
me.
the two. I can't mix the two.
Yeah, so I cannot. I stay away from edibles because they're not good for me unless it's like a cake or a cookie or something. But if it's candy, forget about it. It's a done deal. I have to literally like put that away because I will just eat it thinking
that it's candy because it's it tastes good.
Right. And then be sitting there stuck 20 minutes later, like 20 minutes later.
Yeah, 2 weeks later.
Dumb. Right.
You still sitting there. You stink.
Oh no, I don't never. I don't never get that stuck. No, don't never get that stuck. That's I don't even know how people do that. That is just.
Oh, just
no, you got
there's other things going on when you get that far.
You got to marinate. You got to marinate all of it. You cannot just
soak all that stuff.
You got to soak all them orifices. But yeah. I don't know about the gummies. Keep the gummies and things away from me because I don't do those. Christmas is, coming upon us. And of course, the shopping for gifts and all that stuff is happening. My Maryland family here, we do Secret Santa. So, and then, you could buy little stuff. So that's what I'll be doing. I'll
Cash
get
App.
started.
Cash App. That's the best thing.
I'll get started. It's so impersonal. Sometimes you just want to be like, oh, like I thought about you, and this is what I got.
And I thought about you, and this is how much I'm giving you. Get it yourself.
You can get it yourself. That's
especially with the mail system. I think that's why I'm really pushing it this year. It's like I'll send you something. Oh yeah,
of mail.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Sleepy Joe wasn't so sleep because he decided to be like, you know what? Come the new year, I'm kicking 2 people. I'm adding 2 people to the board of the board that I guess votes for the Postmaster General.
Mm-hmm.
So he's putting 2 new people in there, which will then shake up the postal board and push DeJoy's fat ass on out of there, so we can kind of get back to something that's normal. But I do believe that he's messed it up so much that it's going to take a minute to.
He's gotten rid of equipment, $1 million equipment. Let's take over.
I'm not. You do it too much, Rico. Ain't nobody playing with you. So
yeah, that's what he's saying.
Right. Yeah.
You've been over there on Twitter, right? Have you seen him on Twitter? You haven't been over there?
No. Instagram is enough. Okay.
Okay. I haven't seen. It's probably even worse on Instagram. It's Twitter. Your Twitter, yeah, boy. That's why you laughing.
I was gonna say my Twitter is
That's why I was telling when Antonio said something, had that boy divorced and shit. That he be knocking on your door, moving back with you. You're no
right.
saint.
Talking
You're
about
no saint.
Brother. Huh? Yeah, I know, right? I know. Yeah, my Twitter's a mess, but it's me. It's mine. And it is what it is.
Merry Christmas, ho ho
ho. Not ho ho ho. That's crazy. But yeah, so I'm just ready to get this started to see what happens. CCNTV, your Twitter is always safe with me. Is it? I mean, that part I don't. Well, it is under lock and key, so I do have to let you in to see it. But I really don't. It's not that big of a deal. I'm not all bent about shape about it.
No, Rico, your Twitter is a lot of.
I don't know. I don't follow you on Twitter. I don't know. I don't follow you on Twitter.
No, when we had that other guest, we had another guest that I was telling you about.
I was trying to. I did send him a message to kind of like do an interview, but he never responded back. So I don't know. I don't know what that was about. But
he was probably surprised somebody actually saw him. But he's like everywhere.
Yeah. Well, once you told me, and then I did a little research, I was like, well, good goddamn.
Mm-hmm. No, I was really like, goddamn. I said, what are you doing on this side?
Right.
I was like, you must have some serious skills.
No,
And I
but
looked at
like,
it. I looked at a couple. I
who
was
do
like,
you
oh
know
wow,
over here? Who do you know
huh?
over here that kind of ushered you in? Like,
Mm-hmm.
who do you know? Who do you watch?
Mm-hmm.
Um, where you was kind of like, oh, okay, I might get in this. So that'll be interesting. So hopefully he answers. I do have one other friend that kind of does crazy voyeurism stuff that I've been dying to ask him. Like, how do you you just wake up and be like, I'm gonna do this? Like that just takes a lot of courage. So he's definitely down. We just got to work out a schedule time for him. But that should be interesting. And other stuff we have to come for, the new year. I'm excited about kind of getting some new things, some new intros going, and some new stuff. Just, so I'm excited about that.
I was gonna say, so you're getting excited?
I'm so what?
I said you're getting excited.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. I'm always excited. Tuesday, I feel like Norbit. I'll be like Tuesday, Tuesday, Tuesday.
Because like I was telling you before, last year was hard. It was rough as shit. All the stuff
Yeah,
that was going on, and
yeah, it was.
and you get burnt out real, reading all
Right.
the sad shit all the
Yeah,
time, all the
yeah.
doom and gloom all the time.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, plus, I've got a little bit of a scolding about not doing the midday news. So I'll get back to it. I just had to kind of get the flow of the work schedule and all that kind of together. So I will be bringing that back on the pre-recorded side. Because that was a lot of work. That was a lot of late night staying up, editing stuff that I was just like, it didn't even take this long to do.
Or even if you narrow it down to like the most important, maybe not do like 5 stories, but do what's the most important that happened that day.
Yeah, I thought about that, and then I always get you should make it a little longer. And it's like,
Well, no, because it's informative because these are things that are just glazed over anyway.
Right.
So it's just so much. But you like I said, you get burned out doing that stuff all the time.
It is a lot. So I don't definitely take it for granted because it is a lot to do. So hats off to people that do it all the time. The veterans of this YouTube thing that all they had was uploaded videos.
Yeah, it has really changed.
Yeah,
and so fast,
because that's a lot. And sometimes I was like, sleep where? So, because the news is always moving, and so it's like I have a story 1 minute, and then it changes, and then I'm like, I gotta wait to see what happens. So then,
that was like with Malcolm X's daughter last night.
Yeah. That was the other night. That was a
like
bit
11 o'clock, 11:30 or something like that. And I was like, what?
Now, of
and
course,
the first thing I thought about was like, well, with the
yeah.
other two guys
I went there too, and people was like, there you go with your conspiracy theories. I'm just like, it's a coincidence that the man who, well, first of all, the other man was released earlier, but he died. He died in 2012, I believe, 2012 or 2011. And the other man who was wrongly accused just got released. And then when he just got released, then all of a sudden, the next day, literally, he was released. She passes. So it just really, like, who's doing this cover up?
Yeah, that is just so damn strange.
It really is. It really, really is. I mean, I don't buy it. I think it's more to it. It just don't sit right with me. It just don't sit right with me at all. It just don't. Personally, I think the J. Edgar Hoover building should be renamed because that Negro was a damn murderer. He's murdered a
since
lot.
we're ripping down statues.
Right. Since we're ripping down statues and taking names of these mofos. The J. Edgar Hoover building should be no more. It should just be either the FBI building or something else. Because no, we're not doing that.
Definitely should not be named.
But I did drop the link for anybody who wanted to pop on and say whatever it is you would like to say. Please don't be scared. You guys are safe. It's cool here. Even if it's a political thing, it's okay. We can veer off topic. But let's see. Other than that, I've binge watched, a lot of things that I kind of missed throughout the week. So I give my Queen Sugar in, my Insecure, which I love, but this is just driving me crazy. This little episode show is driving me crazy. I just wish it would go somewhere. It just feels very disjointed a little bit. The men just got. Who's assassinating them to death? I'm not assassinating them to death. I'm saying not them. He didn't die. His Malcolm X's daughter. One of the twins, she died shortly after dude was released.
This has been what, 2 weeks?
Right. It ain't been, it wasn't even like 24 hours fully. It was just like, well, damn, what the hell is going on? So that's what I mean by that. But welcome, Conscious. Thank you for coming. Great to have you, as always. So
no FUFA reports.
No who?
FUFA. Is it FUFA or PUFA? FUFA. It's FUFA.
Yeah, dude. I'm sure he got some. Goodness gracious, he be on it. I was just like, man, just give it up. Just go smoke a cigar on a desert island. Just stop already, because you can't. I feel like Michael Jackson in The Wiz. You can't win. Just you can't win. You can't break even. You can't get out of the game. Just stop it. It's FUPA, yeah.
FUPA.
See, just got to know because that's what I'm saying. You need to give it up. You need to just give it up. And the one you did on Homegirl, though, I was. You did not have to use that thumbnail, though. One of the people from, I guess, his A team. Goodness gracious of life. She looked. No mind. It just looked like a wrapped up. It looked like a sausage, like with the links and the pieces and the little strings. Yeah, just the whole arm just looked like sausage link. That ain't cute. Whole arm looking like a sausage link. That's not. That is not sexy. Yeah. So anyway, like I said, Insecure. I catch up on my other little stuff, and that's it. I mean, I catch a movie here and there. Netflix, I've watched. I think I'm frozen. Okay, maybe I'm back now. I watched Hellbound. Apparently, it's from the same people who did Squid Games. You could tell because they were doing a lot of the same shit. It's very much. There's a lot of let's cremate these bitches. There's a lot of cremation going on. So put that in the back of your head for later on in the future. I don't think we'll be burying a lot of more folks after a while. It just be popping in the oven, just ding done.
That's the way I'm going.
Yeah. Oh no.
Yeah. That's the way I'm going, and I have plots.
Yeah,
I have plots, but I'm that's the way I'm going.
So you just want to be sprinkled? You just want to sprinkle?
Yeah, that's perfectly fine.
Like Mrs. Dash, just
yeah.
Yeah, but then you don't know where you're gonna end up. You be floating around.
It won't matter. It don't matter.
We don't know if it don't matter.
I won't need this.
But see, that's what I'm saying.
It's only temporary.
It don't matter. We don't know. We don't know what it will be.
Life is like a hard-on.
Nah, it could be a hard-on with a pill or without a pill. With a pill, you might still be kicking. 4 hours later, 18 hours later.
Life is like a hard-on. It's only lasts for a little while unless you stroke it right. You won't last a little longer.
Last a little longer.
Now, I told you about you be taking them little blue pills. You might be out of here sooner than you think.
Oh. Heart just pop open.
Yeah, poop, and that's it.
Speaking of hearts popping open, Mr. Tim. I ain't even gonna call you Uncle Tim because you uncle. But Mr. Tim, please stop letting these people get your pressure. Not even these people. Stop getting your pressure up so high off of stuff that you claim to be just doing it for entertainment. If it's for entertainment, then leave it for entertainment.
If it's that bad, good
yeah,
Lord.
because you'll be hollering and screaming and like, damn, you about to pop a blood vessel literally in front of the camera. Like, don't just relax. Just relax. I mean, just because the place you dwell looks like a mausoleum don't mean you gotta really be, the dead one in the mausoleum. That way people just come to your apartment and view your body and keep it moving. They don't even they ain't even gotta move. You just get you dressed, lay you on the bed, and just walk by and go, he sure looks asleep.
Mm-hmm.
He look and wake him up.
See, I told my son enough life insurance to do either lavish funeral. As long as you don't cremate me.
Yeah, I'm that way because my mom was that way. She was like, don't cremate me. Don't even spend all this money on all this stuff. I just need you to spend money on the box you put me in and make sure I'm vaulted because I don't want nothing crawling in me or getting in there. That's where I need you to spend your money. And it was like, okay, cool, no problem. Okay, because I ain't doing none of that. But yeah, it was, yeah. I don't know. I just can't. It's just like burn up. Who's gonna burn?
Yeah, that's right. I don't want to be on anybody's shelf.
What? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Who wants to be sitting? Then you're gonna be sitting on somebody's shelf in a tight, confined.
No, go to the mausoleum. I won't be sitting back, looking like that guy's house with all those damn urns sitting up in there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You don't be sitting there looking like you all crumped in the urn, talking about something. I wish somebody opened this up and let me out. Or you get somebody to knock it over, and then you wind up being inside of somebody's vacuum because then they done.
They can always sprinkle you on the blunt, smoke you.
Oh my gosh, we will not turn this into a TLC moment when that lady was eating her husband or her boyfriend's ashes.
Oh yeah, that.
Yeah, I mean, she was just like sprinkling in her food and stuff. It makes me feel close to him. That's nasty.
Well, he doesn't stay long because I hope you wipe your ass after you finish with him. Saying that stale box right away.
It's sexual indication.
The only thing I'm worried about is the spirit, the soul. That is eternal. The body is nothing.
Right. I mean, that is true, but I don't know.
And anyway, I don't want nobody build no damn freeway over top of me or apartment complex.
Well,
a whole bunch of mayonnaise people, and I got to spend eternity listening to that shit.
Hey, they still might anyway. A part of your body might still be sprinkled right there in the ground where everything else just floated away. You got an arm over here that floated. You got some other parts that floated over there. There could be one part that just stayed right there and somebody done built something over the top of, something that belonged to you. So I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's crazy. And then make sure you don't go to a cheap funeral home because then they burning you with other stuff. And you be really.
They're not supposed to.
They're not supposed to.
That's all. I think that's only if you're John Doe. They'll do a mass. They'll do a mass, but even with the and everything doesn't go in the urn. It's just so much left. Then the bone and everything has to be grinded down. Crenshaw Ghetto over top of you, right? At least I want to be popping and have some music because I don't want to be listening.
Well, that's okay because then 50 years later they'll go, "Oh, this is a historical burial ground.
Gentrify your ass.
So and so was buried here. Well, we need a moment. Let's dig up these bones." So I mean, after a while they begin to have some reverence. You just gotta wait a while. You gotta be patient.
I mean, because regardless, we will all be forgotten. We will all be forgotten.
I mean, to a degree, as long as this stay around, people will be remembered forever.
and some of them probably wish that it would just go away.
All right.
It'll be one of those moments. What the hell was I thinking?
Right. That's the problem. You wasn't. That is the problem in itself. You wasn't thinking at all. Because had you been thinking, you probably wouldn't have done a lot of.
You wouldn't have done all of that.
All of that shit you did.
We've seen more. We've seen more dried up things. Anal clefts. Dry.
Or kind of bushes. They're like, God damn, you gotta shave that. Or people trying to act like they really being grown and sexy on the bed, popping and laughing and jerking and
just stop. Just
all types of mess. The goose doesn't have to get everybody loose, okay? So just don't put the glass down for some of y'all.
Seriously.
Now that's seeing the good in all things. Yeah. What?
You don't like it bushy?
No.
You said now you gotta look for it, huh?
No. You gotta like search for who's searching, who's doing all that.
You don't want no afro. You get a
and bushes and then you got somebody that ain't really on their game, and it's like you smell all that's a smell comes with that. Like,
that's why you inspect.
No, thank you. Nobody want that.
Looking at cigarettes.
Please. Well, sometimes that's the stuff that we used to drink in college, like the cheap $8 stuff. You going on a budget, so it was like. Thursday, everybody had the one class, right? And Friday, it was like some had classes, some didn't. So Thursday night into Friday was let's turn up, and our turn up usually had something to do with some Russian no-name plastic thing of vodka that now I wouldn't dare. But yeah,
your hair has a smell. Keep it clean, ladies.
Yeah. Don't nobody want to be smelling that.
But not only that, people have natural body odors anyway.
Well, first of all, people need to know their body odor, because ain't nothing worse than being around somebody and you like,
look, if you gonna be able to
smell grandma's basement, why did I smell it? And you like, you don't.
Some people, I don't know why they don't get it. I don't know why.
You don't smell it.
It's been up in. Packed away in a trunk somewhere.
Yeah, you smell like every bit of grease in a can. You smell like
you
fried
you ever been to somebody's house? They do a lot of
grease.
frying.
Yes, with the old grease. You smell like old grease.
The whole house smell. You smell like your house.
Whole house.
Even your pets smell like that.
Right. Or you go to their kitchen and you're like, oh, this is nice. What is this? Eggshell? No, bitch, that's the grease. That's thick grease on the wall. If you just took the time to wipe it down, you would see that it's actually a white wall. So yeah, I just ain't got time for it.
Yes, it's a stale Crisco.
Just smelling, just all types of smells. Don't nobody.
Yes, always keep body odor stuff on check, on point.
Yes, please make sure.
Especially if you're gonna be up in somebody's face, or you're gonna turn your ass up in somebody's face.
Yeah, definitely. Or you're gonna just show your ass. Make sure it don't look like. Make sure it's appropriate. Make sure it don't look like. You need tough acting for your ass. Like just don't, because the humps and the bumps and the it's not cute.
No, Rico. If you could smell yourself, you way past your expiration date, because you shouldn't be able to smell yourself either.
And even if you smell yourself, don't ignore yourself and be like, "Well, I'm good." I don't smell that bad. If that little whiff came, that was a warning shot. Like, bang, you need to go take care of that. You need to hold on to that for a little bit longer.
My cousin loves women who wear many perfume deodorants. He loves them. The deep African smells.
Oh no.
No.
Smell like a whole bag of onions. He probably be hungry all the time.
I don't smell like no whole tribe. The whole tribe up in there.
It smells like a whole bag of onions. Who done got the Funyuns?
Because if you
That's,
thought you were gonna get some, you can hang that shit up.
yeah, please.
That is the turn off. It's like, hey, wait a minute.
Nah,
You know what this shit was.
Right, yeah, right.
You came over.
A little hint of like whatever your natural sin is, but if it's really strong, then I can't. Like
that garlic. I can't stand the smell of garlic coming through somebody's skin. Yeah, garlic. No.
I like garlic. But I don't know if I like it on other people because again, everybody has a different
smell,
scent tone to them. So when people spray things on themselves, you got to know what works for your body and your body chemistry. Not everything.
But see, when it's concentrated and you're doing this,
it ain't concentrated. So douche, summer's eve, wipes, ball wipes, even the guys, ball wipes and ball sprays. Sometimes if you a little, if they hang low but too low to get some air, you might want to just
when your hormones kick, you smell.
Do a little dab.
Oh, ain't no dab. Soak that shit. Ain't no dabbing. That's what's getting them in trouble. They dabbing.
Oh, it's just trying to be nice to the people because sometimes they don't know.
Not only that, and don't think you can get an extra day wear out of those pair of pants.
Like,
oh no.
Like gym uniform, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't.
One time it's done.
I could do at least another pair. If you go wash that shit, and then you got to be getting up and sitting down and getting up and sitting down. I feel like Stomp Down. Shout out. You're just getting up and sitting down, and everybody got to smell that. That's just no.
He said no whole wash.
No bird. Yeah, no bird baths. No bird baths.
Submerse.
Yeah. Baptize that ass.
Literally.
And not the white people baptism either. Don't do this. Don't sprinkle. You got to dip it in. Go deep. Get in.
The power of God compels you.
Right.
God compels you.
You're so silly. But yeah, that's all. We just cutting it up today. Try not to be too like blah.
Yeah, we don't want to be doom and gloom.
Right. Now before you meet up with family, you could do all that and then tell us about it later. Yeah, because nobody. Why? Oh, did he? Oh. Not you.
What you do, Tanari?
What you do? Right. What you do, Tanari? Not open them cheeks. Some of them people ain't open their cheeks at all.
What you do?
What y'all doing in the box?
Yeah.
Put y'all in the box. Why y'all get put in the box? What y'all been saying? Y'all probably was over in somebody else's chat talking shit.
Eyes everywhere.
Right.
Wow, that is crazy. That is crazy. I don't talk about nobody. Woo.
Oh, that's crazy. Oh.
Yeah, you text him and he'll tell me.
Right. Right. Yes, I mean, we know, but I was just like, well, because it could just be, it could be particular other people that may be.
Yes, that's the first thing I thought.
Yeah, that may have seen something or just know that they don't.
They don't vibe with you.
Right. Which I don't think is fair. I don't think that's fair.
Each individual person,
yeah,
you go do what you want.
And as a moderator, that's not your place. You know what I'm saying? Like, unless they're being disrespectful to you or, of course, to the content creator, then that's, then that. But if you have a personal gripe, you don't take your personal gripes out on people, especially when you're modding. I don't think that's a cool thing. Yeah. Not put him on the payroll.
No, it's a coffee fund.
Right. It's the coffee fund, the Starbucks fund.
Yes.
The Starbucks.
You keep messing with that damn Starbucks. Your ass be diabetic.
Right. No, but I love stuff. Well, no, I don't love Starbucks. Certain stuff, but you got to teach them how to. For me, I have to teach you how to make it to where I like it, because I don't like too strong coffee, but then I don't want nothing overly sweet either. So I need a balance. I don't need to be like, what the fuck is that? I don't need that. I need a nice little balance. No, you say it's all good. Block me. Block me. Block me.
No, y'all know why. I know why he blocked her. It's competition with those prayer claws.
Oh, you got the skeet rags.
The skeet rags.
Yeah, you got the skeet rag. You can't be doing that.
Can I get a skeet rag with a Christmas tree on it?
Can I have seasonal skeet rags?
Seasonal skeet.
Christmas, Valentine's Day.
Oh, okay. For the holidays.
Yeah, it's for the holidays.
All the holidays. Okay.
Where's Rebel? Talk to your boss. I need seasonal holiday.
I'm still waiting for my kumquat.
Your kumquat color. He's slacking on the pimping. Come on, this is it's the holiday season. This is it.
That's right. Yeah, you better make all your money now. Seriously.
Right.
And I believe that's what they're doing around here, because it's like,
right.
Just call me Sally Struthers, because they out here feeding all the children.
So pennies a day. You got Uncle Ted fighting with Miss Tita. It's like, but he always doing that. This is not the first time he's done that. He's always doing it. I was real surprised. Every so often, it'll be the battle of the recoveries, and it's like, what the fuck? Why? Like, she ain't even talking about you. But then he's the same person that, you go too hard, then it's, I'm old.
Oh, play that sympathy.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, Uncle Tim, you shouldn't be talking about him like that. But he shouldn't be able to just say whatever he wants to say to people, and people are just supposed to take it because he's older. Who does that? And then when you confront them about it, it's, they just for entertainment. They're just entertainment, clicks and views. Make up your mind.
Yeah, they throw it up there.
Yeah, make up your mind. Make up your mind. So what? About that mess, ain't nobody contact her. He better get it together.
No, you better tell him he down there in Texas, get a real coat.
Right. Speaking of get a real coat, you better, because with the oil shortage altogether, they're talking about that a lot of there's going to be an oil shortage all around, not just for gas, but all around that,
that and
people who heating situations and all that will be affected. So I thought about that too. Like,
get a radiator heater that you can plug in.
Get you a plug-in, get you a clap on,
and better get Kyle a coat too.
Right, right.
That's right.
He'd be looking at you like, "Then share."
Being there fighting.
I don't know. It happens all the time. Either it's a fight between a bunch of content creators around this time, or somebody's missing, or somebody, something happened, some act of God has struck somebody's meter or some shit, then you're just like, okay. And then they're like, oh, well, no, there's another picture of the same picture. You're like, well, whose house is it? This is so crazy. But yeah, I guess it kind of comes with the territory. But then again, I think that's why a lot of other people from other parts of YouTube, I won't even call these sectors, but other situations of YouTube have come over here because they've either been told that, hey, the people pay, or YouTube pays more when you, whatever it is.
Yeah,
I think
I've seen a lot of them.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people.
It's like a migration.
Yeah, right.
Motherfuckers climbing the wall to get over
Right.
here.
Give us free. We want to like we
Seriously,
need to
because
build
some
a
of them,
Trump wall.
yeah, because I'm like, who are you and where did you come from?
Right. Because even the algorithm is changing. I'm getting a lot of conscious kind of woke, unwoke folks in my watch
and
videos. And I say woke, unwoke folk because some of the stuff that they be spewing, I'll be like,
hey, Coldest Heart, how you doing?
Hey, Coldest Heart, how are you? Nice to see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I just, some of it, I just really be like, okay, and how do you plan to do that? Like, what's your plan? Like, everybody talking good shit, but what is your plan? And a lot of times they don't have a plan; they just have a complaint, and there's a difference from a complaint and a plan. Yeah, I mean, truly, that's really what it gives. And even if you are later, I'll go back and unblock you because I want you to come back and try it again. Yeah, I want you to come back and try.
But you know what? They so damn fast. By the time I go to block them, it's like you tell the person already did it. I was like, oh, sheesh.
Yeah, it's nice. Sometimes I don't even get to see it. Like Tanari had to send me a few screenshots of the person before.
Yeah, I was going to say a couple of times
I didn't see it, and she was like, "No, they were there, right here. See." Old people acting a fool. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, sometimes a lot of that people are making fun and laughing at a lot of people on here because as older individuals, you're supposed to be imparting some sort of wisdom. More whiz, right? More whiz than dumb, but you're supposed to be.
Oh, it's a lot of dumb.
It's a lot of dumb. It's less whiz, but it's a lot of dumb. And I think some points it don't always have to be because we're all different, so it don't always have to be preachy, teachy, and positivity. But yeah, some of the stuff is like you too old to be doing this shit. Like
hey, Miss Philadelphia, how you doing?
Hey, Miss Philadelphia. Nice to see you. Hey, Miss B-Town Hester, how are you?
Good evening. Good evening.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. And what are you saying over here? Hype them up and be dead laughing at the same time. Yeah, a lot of people do. A lot of people be hyping them up and be laughing at them the whole time. And I'm just like, come on. Some of that stuff is just not. Here we go. Here we go. Always. Always. He tells me this all the time. Your expectations are too high.
Yeah, that sounds like
these people. I just expect people to be people, but at the same time, just have some sort of, hey, Houston Brett, how are you?
Hey, Houston Brett, love your stuff in the morning.
Right. Yeah.
Sometimes it's too deep for me so early. But because I'm like, wait a minute.
I'm not fully up yet. No, but it'd be good. Good stuff in the morning. Houston Brett, definitely. No, I don't think my expectations be high. I just think that it really just be. I expect some duality from people. Like there should not just be one note. You should have a multifaceted thing about you. You should be able to do this and a little bit of that and a little bit of this. And you may not really do this too much, but if you needed to, you could dibble in it just to be on here. Just like you look crazy to me.
No, all the time.
It's just my opinion. Those are my words.
Those are his words and not mine.
Right.
Do I still sound like him?
Right. No, but you really should. Like, I just think that people should have some kind of duality about themselves. And yeah, people be like, oh, it's the beef sector. That's what but who named it that? Nobody named it that, because if the reality is they all beef at some point and measure. If you're really watching the other kind of sectors or situations of YouTube, you'll find somebody beefing with somebody else because of something. I mean, you even have the conscious community beefing, and they done brought their beef over here to us and beefing still and pulling out old photos and videos and yeah, he said this, and listen, play it, and it's like, this is the type of stuff they do over here already. You know, like, you're not bringing anything new by doing this. They do this on a regular. So I really just don't get it. What'd you say?
Sometimes it's odd watching some older people act up.
Old people act up.
No, but older people act up all the time. There ain't nothing
Oh,
there.
yeah.
Oh, they show their ass because they're comfortable with showing their ass now.
Yeah, apparently very comfortable.
Mm-hmm. Literally.
Right. You ain't met a person. Right, that's what I'm saying. Right, exactly. How you beefing and you ain't met nobody? You up on the screen talking about something. Oh, like, come, if you don't go sit your lame ass down somewhere. You like the person that's the friend is holding back. Let me go. Let me go. Let me go.
And then when you let them go,
knowing good and well, if that friend was to let you go, like, go ahead, motherfucker. You was gonna get your ass beat, and you'd be like, you ain't step in and do nothing. A lot of sectors. I had no idea. Yeah, no. It's a lot out there. It is a lot of sectors and people out there.
It is vast.
Yeah,
and they all do the same dumb shit.
Yeah,
that's the funny part. You doing makeup,
right?
No, literally, your little boy is doing makeup,
right?
What are you fussing and arguing about?
Right. That nigga stole my palette. He stole my brush.
He's talking about a palette. I'm like, what the hell is?
I said I was gonna go get this brush first, and he went and got the brush. How you do that? Like, what are y'all talking about?
I was dying. I'm like, what?
I'd be so confused. Okay, that part. What'd you say? Yeah, I mean, it's not. I don't even consider myself like. I mean, I watch it, and you know, I landed here from who I was watching to begin with because that person happened to be here. So I just was like clicking on all the recommendations. So I just,
yeah,
I ended up here, and it's just, it is what it is. But I don't.
It always sends you somebody.
Yeah, like, and that's the part that people don't realize. Even though I don't really consider you to be beef sector, well, it sent me here, so and I don't beef for no reason. I don't be like, oh well, like this. Speaking of which, I was left this comment, okay, talking about you're mad at Jay Wilson, and I hope that your beefing gets you coins and subscribers and numbers. And I nicely told this
it's still there,
young lady, huh?
It's still there.
It is still there. I left it there, so you know who I was talking about. First of all, I don't have to be for no coins, no viewers. Whoever's here is going to be here. Whoever's not here, oh well, they're just not here. I'm not doing that for this. That's not my thing. Now, for other people that do it, cool, fine. That's their thing. More power to them. It's just not my thing. If you come here, I want you to come here because you want to be here. You enjoy the interaction that we have, and you walk away with something. It's not about that for me. Everything else will come. What's for me will be. The subs will come, the views will come, and the money will come. I'm not fixated on it. It's not like, ooh, if I don't get this done, something's gonna be short. I got it. If this thing get cut off tomorrow, I'm okay. You know what I'm saying? So I understand it, but at the same time, please don't equate me speaking my opinion, my personal opinion on something or someone, which I have every right to do, as in me hating someone, because I don't hate or dislike anybody. That's too much energy. But if if I feel like something could have been handled better, I'm gonna speak about it. If you don't like it, just don't watch. I mean, I don't know what to tell you, sweetheart. But I do know one thing to tell you. Please don't come in my comments talking no bullshit again, because that one was a warning one. That was nice. The next one ain't gonna be so nice. Just so you know.
That was hilarious.
It was, but I was.
What'd you say? What'd you say? Sound like you said something.
Huh?
What did you say something? I thought you said.
No,
something.
I said the second one ain't gonna be so nice.
Oh, I thought you said motherfucker. Anyway.
Oh yeah, well, I mean that's what I wanted to say, but I was trying to be nice. It's the holiday season.
Mm-hmm. 'Tis the season.
Yeah, 'tis the season to get your ass beat talking shit. But no, like I really don't like even Piranha Teeth. I didn't block Piranha Teeth after the first time he came in there and said what he said when we were talking about Kamala Harris. And I was just like, well, where's this coming from? And he was just like, you just, and it was like, okay, now I'm a bitch. Okay. But I unblocked after the whole conversation. I went back in and unblocked it because it's just like, it wasn't even that deep for me. Like, I guess you were trying to reach or get me to, you calling me a bitch. Like, those are words. You take a mirror and look at yourself. Take a deep, hard look at yourself in them teeth. And I mean, ain't much. You got other fish to fry, literally.
Yeah.
So I'm not
have other problems.
We're not gonna focus on any of that. Don't hate nothing. And bad hair days. Right, that part exactly. Sorry, this thing is late for me. Exactly, depending on the day and how I'm feeling. It does for me too. Hey, T Lounge, how are you? How are you? Nice to see you. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, like, girl. And I was like, really? People feel that hard to like go in the chat and be like,
some of them are ridiculous.
You hate him. I can't believe you hate him. Just admit it. How you gonna tell me who the fuck I hate? Because I'm sitting up there talking about something that I didn't feel was right. Okay. Like, girl, get over yourself. He don't want you. He don't want you. He's not gonna want you, no matter how hard you try. No.
Real hard.
Right.
That ain't happening.
No. He likes the appendages that hang, and he don't mean your breasts, the other part. Wow. Just because your titties hang like nuts don't mean that they are nuts.
You know what? I don't want to get beat up.
No, I mean that's not for nobody. That was just for her because I just could not believe it. Like I was like, girl, lady, you shooting out brownie points for something that wasn't even that serious. And it was like you tried it. You tried it. That was cute for you. But anyways, it was a mess. What'd you say? Tony Jones voice. I don't know who that is. Tony Jones. I don't know who Tony Jones is. I gotta look that up. Now you're gonna have me look that up to know what the Tony Jones voice is. And I'll be like, oh.
Thank you, Tanari.
Hey, Patty Duke. Welcome back. Patty. I mean, they think they can. They think they really can try and beat you up.
Seriously.
Yeah, they really do. They really
take it seriously.
Yeah.
That's the part that's like, my God, your feelings are like glass.
Right. Dainty, are we? Dainty? A little sensitive.
Like I said, just don't skip up here. You'll skip your ass back.
That's it. If you skip at all. So I don't know. People are just peculiar in the way that they go about things. But yeah, don't get all too caught up in this stuff. It's really social media, and that's what it is. And a lot of times people haven't really had social interactions. This is like the most they've had in their whole entire life. So this is it, boy. This is Mr. or Mrs. Popularity. This is
I agree,
all that
especially if you become a star.
Yeah.
A standout star,
Yeah. This is all the stuff that they never what I miss. Just a little bit, not much. What'd you say? Not the two sister wives. Don't want to tell everybody the business, Tenari. Everybody ain't got to know. Yeah, I guess. Well, I mean,
sister wives.
He'll set up for him. Well, they could try and bust a cap, I guess. But y'all talking to yourselves. Yeah. I don't know. It's just crazy how people are. But anyway, I hope everybody's gonna have a great holiday with your family and friends, and be thankful for life, for another year, for another opportunity.
That we're making it through another year.
Made it through Rona again.
Mm-hmm.
Still without people wearing their motherfucking masks and so forth. So
did you hear that they found it in the deer population?
The who what?
They found that Miss R in the deer population.
No, really?
Yes.
That's gonna give people more reason to hunt them now.
Like, what did they do? Well, they was screwing horses. But anyway,
Jesus.
Yeah. Illinois, New York, Pennsylvania. It's not here yet. It's just a matter of time because we got some right down the street in here in the city limits.
Crazy. It'd be deer and they don't even care. They walk right up on.
Yeah, they walk right up.
Right up on the highway, and look at you like, where you going? You like,
I'm trying to catch a ride.
Move the fuck out the way. They really just be like, I'm like, listen. And I honestly, of course, me being a city kid, I've never really seen one that close up other than, going somewhere. But since I've been here, it was just like, they really just, there's been a few times I had to be like, all the way on the side of the road, like, please don't, just go the other way. And then when I get ready and they're moving, they turn around and listen, y'all need a crossing guard. Y'all need something because y'all just don't even know what y'all want to do with yourselves.
Every time I see him, I always think about that that clip of the moose trampling that guy on the it ain't funny. Trampling that guy on the college campus. Little guy, he's gonna walk up to the moose. I guess he's gonna tell the moose to go away. Right. And that moose stomped the shit out of him.
Stomped a mud hole in him. I didn't mean to laugh, but it was just but that's like the deer. Was it a deer? Or was it a kangaroo? It was something. And the guy was attacking the dog.
Oh yeah.
He was attacking the dog, and then he went up to the kangaroos like pop, pop, pop. I was like, God damn.
Oh yeah. Did you see the one with the buffalo? The dog, I guess they were driving through a state park, and the dog jumped out the car and went after the buffalo. And the buffalo never moved, right? That buffalo punted that dog's ass about 50 feet. He hurried back so damn fast. It was unreal. I knew he had something broke.
Yeah.
The woman was screaming. She was screaming the whole time. He said, poof. And the dog was right.
Flying across.
Oh man, crazy.
Flying across the whole damn thing.
Celebrate these holidays. Whole month of November.
Yeah, you do a lot of that. We need to talk about a lot of that stuff because I have a whole bunch of questions about all that, and most of them revolve around, I guess, the practices and what this means and what that means. Because I'll be sitting there watching and not knowing what they're saying and just watching it like, now, what does that mean? Why are they doing that? Why are they doing that? I'd be a horrible person to go to a religious situation with them because I'll be punching the person the whole time. To now what they doing? Now why are they doing that? And what's that for?
So here's the official pamphlet.
Right, right. Oh yeah, and shout out to Brian. It's his birthday today. I did
Hey.
hear that. So happy birthday, Brian. Hopefully you have many, many more. And keep it cool, calm, and collected. It's another year for you to grow and be the best you can be. With it, build back better. Whatever stupid slogan that is. Build back better. Yeah.
You can say sister. Speaking of sister wives, have you heard? What did you think about Tammy Rowland? Tammy Roman. I'm sorry, Roland.
Tammy Roman with
her husband giving her husband I guess a 2-year pass to go out and have a baby.
I didn't understand that, knowing that in the beginning of their relationship, because they were on marriage boot camp, and they were on marriage boot camp, but they weren't married. He wanted to get married. She did not, because of this, because she felt like she was older. Her children were older, and she didn't want to have kids. And if he wanted to have kids, then he needs to be with somebody who wanted to have kids and not with her.
Well, I'm sure they should have had that discussion.
Right. They did, even on the show. And then he was like, it didn't matter to him. He wanted to be with her. But I'm thinking that years down the line, now here we are at this impasse, and now he wants to have a kid. Because in the show, that's exactly what she was telling him. Like, listen, I love you, but I don't want to marry you because you may want kids, and I don't want that. I've done that. I'm too old. I can't, you know what I'm saying? I can't do that. So you can be with somebody else. No, I want to be with you. I want to be with you. I don't care. We don't have to have kids. Blah, 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 blah. Here we are now. Some people say that, she's sick or whatever. I don't know that to be the case.
She looks bad.
Does she?
Yeah, she looks like she's lost some more weight, kind of gone.
I gotta check it out there. Because that's what I've heard. I've heard she really looks bad, like she's about to check out of here. But do remember, her mom died of cancer. So I don't know if that's.
I mean, she's like 50. She's like 51.
Yeah,
she's menopausal, and I had read in the article they had harvested like 6 eggs.
Yeah, and all of her eggs.
IBS.
Yeah, and her eggs, basically, she was told that if she did carry, well, not carry, but even have her eggs inseminated through someone else, that the child would basically be special needs. Basically,
and that's the same thing with old men out here. They shouldn't be out here having
babies, right?
Because them swimmers ain't.
Them swimmers ain't swimming. Yeah, them swimmers ain't swimming. Well, they say Wendy Williams can't walk, allegedly, that she is having or dealing with the first parts of onsets of dementia. Don't know how true that is, but I watch, shout out to Amon Wiggins, and he stays, on top of that stuff, and that's usually where I go to get all that stuff, because that's not my forte. So he has it on good authority that, this is what she's dealing with. My thing in that is, it's always funny how things turn. You went from being the person always gossiping about somebody and their conditions or what they could possibly do behind the scenes. All of this stuff has imploded upon you. And that, if it is true, allegedly, that she does have early onset dementia, you won't even remember the things that you said about people or the things that you've done to people and their careers by putting things out there. So,
and when it happens to her, she wants to close the door.
Yeah, just a mindset of be careful what you do, what you say to people, because what may come back around to you may not be so pleasant, so just a message in that bitch. Message.
That sounds more like karma.
Yeah, that too. Karma can be a
That's why
message.
I can't have any feelings on that.
Yeah,
Because she's
karma.
done so many.
Right.
Things. And I think the last thing she did, there was a TikToker that was a rapper that had gotten killed, and she was just nonchalant about the whole thing. They were asking, did they know who the guy Norman was asking her, did she know who he was, and that he had more followers than her, and she was like, whatever, but she was just real nonchalant. But he had just gotten murdered.
Yeah.
And just the way it was just really cavalier about it. I mean, because he was a young kid, about the same age as her son.
Right. And that's the part that's, where you can become so desensitized about stuff that happened, like the artist in Memphis. Why does this have to be a thing? That's what I never understood, that about things, about murders, about even when you go to like dating sites and it's like, oh, well, this is just about sex. Who says that everybody who's on here is just looking to have a shebang bang, beat it up, and walk and not speak? Nobody, everybody's on here for their own different things. Just treat people as they, as you see them, and just respect whatever decision that they decide to do, but don't make it seem like, oh, well, the only reason why you should be here because you should be doing this. No, don't do that. So I just feel like as a people, we become so kind of, oh, well, another person killed. Oh, well, another person killed. No, we shouldn't. None of this should be happening. And we should be just as much enraged and wanting to tear up the city when we see our own dying.
But it wears you down. It wears you down, because it feels like as soon as you're getting rid of getting over one,
right, something else
pops up.
Yeah. Truly. But that's why I don't, I on one hand, I am, kind of looking at my people crazy, but at the other hand, it's like there's always a puppet master holding the strings doing all this too.
Oh yeah.
So a lot of times, we're sitting up there talking about, well, it's black on black crime. Well, who's orchestrating to make sure that this black on black crime continues to keep going? Because it cannot be that we
who's pumping in the drugs.
That's what I'm saying. Who's supplying this? Who's supplying all this shit?
I don't think Pookie got a plane.
Pookie can't even keep his lips moisturized, like, let alone keep a beef going or keep some heat in the street to where this one is still mad at that one for 20-year beef. It's like, come on, somebody's orchestrating this whole thing to keep this pot just boiling over for no reason. And I think this was just a sign, even with this man and Nipsey Hussle, people who are may not live in the community per se, but go back to the community and try to do stuff. And you mean to tell me you get that jealous? You're that he think he better, that you gonna take that person out of here from their own family for what? What does that make you look like? You feel like a hero? To me, it's too much. Like, you know what? I feel like there's more to this. There's more to this. When
it's a lot of underlying things going on.
Yeah, it's like
it's just so fucking violent, man.
Yeah.
That's the thing that gets me.
Yeah, but that's
so violent.
But that's the thing that I find the most troublesome, that I wish people would get. You display violence, and then we get mad when honkies over here lighting us up, putting holes in us because we're jogging, because all they see is that we're volatile, and that anytime we're in a situation, oh, it's going down. You know what I'm saying? And it's not necessarily that we are that way, but it's because that's all that's being presented. And sometimes we need to take a step back and check ourselves, like, hey, what are we doing? And I say that all the time. It's like, yo, sometimes we do have to take a step back and check yourself. Is it really that serious? Could you really be that jealous of someone that has, even with the Facebook killings And you have people getting killed live on Facebook, and then people going back on their own Facebook and like promoting about it or bragging about it. For what?
Clicks and views. Sound familiar?
It's just ridiculous. Then you end up in a body bag yourself, and then your family crying, and can't nobody afford to bury a damn soul.
Not only that, you have a lot of young people that haven't learned how to think past a week.
Well,
you're changing the trajectory of your life and the person that you've harmed their life.
Yeah.
And their entire family. It's a ripple effect. And they never think that far. It's like, I'm in my feelings. I want this satisfaction now. It's me. I want it now. I want it now.
But a lot of times, unfortunately, again, this is where we got to blame our own folks. Hey, if your parents ain't telling you, hey, there's more tomorrow, get to tomorrow, then that's all you living for is today. Because that's never been something instilled. And that's a thing we got to change too. Just because you're a young parent don't mean, you got to be reckless and young with your child. Hey, it's time to grow up. That person is looking at you for responsibility. It's not looking at you and then going, well, I can't look at you. I guess I got to look at grandma. And I can't look at grandma because grandma's just as young as you because y'all all partying.
Oh, yeah, now they are.
Yeah. No, I mean, they was doing it back when I was in school. When I did have a roommate for the 1 year that I did have a roommate, my roommate's mother, he had a kid. And him and his mother would go out clubbing together. And I was looking at him like, nigga, you.
No, the only time me and my mother was at the same functions is when it was a family thing.
A family thing, like a wedding or something.
I wanted to act a fool, and I ain't going to show my ass.
Right.
Have her talk about me to my face.
This is what I'm saying. My mother be like, "How many times you went to that bar?" I'm like, "I'm grown. I'm 21."
Who is that?
What's that in there?
I was saying, don't let me be dating somebody. She'd be like, "Who is that?"
Right.
And
that's a whole other thing. My mother didn't even play that. It wasn't even like, oh, my older brother, because he was older, he was the first one, so he was the test dummy. So a lot of things he did get away with. But that whole, sneaking people in the house, I wouldn't. My mother would take a hinge off the door, talk about stuff. Do what? Oh no, you better keep this doors open. So we didn't have that kind of, oh, let's do this whole sneaking. Like, I mean, I had to find my ways to kind of sneak and do stuff, but there was no sneaking like how all this freedom and kind of, oh, I want to be my children's friend. I don't want to be the kind of disciplinarian. Like, no, sometimes you have to because it teaches structure. It teaches discipline. There's a way to go about it where you're not like killing them, but you're actually, teaching a valuable lesson. Like that whole beating your child and telling them why you beating them. I got plenty of those. It wasn't.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know. It wasn't like I never knew why I was getting beat. Oh, I knew because she said it as she was doing it.
As she was doing it.
Right.
So then in my house, you might hear about it for the next month.
Right. Oh,
I'm like, just beat me again. Shit.
Right. I'd be famous for the you beat me, then I'm not talking to you. And she would make like, no, you're gonna talk to me. I asked you if you're gonna do go do this, or I asked you to go do something, and you're gonna get up and go do it.
Right, I'd be like, me in my house.
Right. I'd be acting like, oh, you gonna beat me now? I'm acting like you don't exist. No, that's not happening. So we just have to get to a place where we're different. We don't have to be the like I like to say, the boogeyman, or kind of angry black woman, angry black man that they depict us to be, because this is what they're shown. They're shown all of this, these killings and these murders over what? What are we like? What?
Yeah, but you know what? When you walk out the house, and I had said it before, it's like you have to put armor on when you walk out there, because you got to deal with the bullshit, and it's written all over your face. It's in your attitude. You know, you have to go out there and just so you don't have to deal with the foolishness, because a lot of times you can deter people just with your movement.
Right.
You know, the way you present yourself when you come into a room. It's like, I don't want to talk about no dumb shit. Don't think that you can ask me a stupid ass question, because you know they will. They will ask you the dumbest shit.
They will. They will indeed.
And I think that's what, and I pretty much know that's what they pick up on. Yeah. Like, it's like, well, why y'all always seem like y'all have an attitude or whatever. It's like, don't ask me nothing. Do you know?
Oh yeah. I used to get that all the time.
Don't
all
ask me
the time. Corporate America all the time.
Oh yeah.
Or they would find somebody that would strike up a conversation with me, and
you ask him,
how did you get him to talk to you? Oh my God, he seems
I used
so
to think
mean.
he was so mean. I'm not mean.
I come in and do a job. Like, I didn't come in to be your friend. This is not.
Yeah, I don't want to hear about you. I did tell one person that I said, I don't want to hear about your family. I don't want to hear about your dog. I don't want to hear.
I don't care. Like, I really don't care. I don't care nothing about your family. I don't care nothing about your nothing. I don't care about the shows you watch. I'm here to do a job. If we're talking about something, trust and believe the only reason why we became somewhat cordial is because it evolved around work. That's what I was here to do. So I just, again, as Conscious would say all the time, you expect too much, but I just wish we would get to a place of elevation. Like, so much we've always been, the bottom or crabs in a barrel. Like, it's time to elevate. All of this is showing that it is time for us to elevate. We cannot get to a place that we hoping and wishing to be without elevating ourselves in mind, body, so on and so forth. But we have to do it. All of this is showing it's preparation for getting to that next place. We cannot ascend there doing the same bullshit. It's not gonna work. It's just not gonna work.
And like you said, over and over again. But I tell you one thing, we better step up our pussy game quick, because these motherfuckers get back in office again.
That's it. That's it.
It will be the end game.
That's it. And that's it. And it's over. You don't mean to, I mean, just again, to fall back on what we talked about earlier. What would put it in the mindset of them two men to grab their guns and chase that man, other than they knew that they were protected? Other than they knew that they were protected. And we don't have that. And I was trying to tell somebody in the chat the other day, we don't have a nation state. We are here by ourselves. We don't. Everybody else can call on any other nation to kind of have their back to a point where even the nation that they're in will say, hold up, let's reassess. Let's review. We don't have that. How many Black people have been killed? You see any African nation stand up in a unified front and say, you know what, kill another Black one and see if we send another diamond?
Well, look, they whispered the fact that the United Nations got involved.
Right, got involved and was holding the United States for hate crimes.
Crimes. I mean, yes, we are the United States of America, and we and they called the United States out on
for hate crimes against Black people.
This year.
Yeah. The highest it's ever been.
Remember I had told you that?
Right, yeah.
Like the beginning of the year, and I was like, I'm surprised that the United Nations hasn't said anything with all this stuff that's going on.
But then
you got to remember, they hold the purse strings.
Right.
See, that's the whole thing.
So they're not gonna, they ain't gonna say, but so much they go, excuse me, you shouldn't be treating Black people like that. Okay.
We'll go back over here. Okay.
Back over here in the corner. When you should be speaking up, when the nations in which we come from. How are you going to sit there and we going to call ourselves African American? Well, some of us who choose to call ourselves African American or some sort of coming from the African diaspora, that you can't stand up and say, bitch, kill another one. Y'all can't, I mean, granted, y'all doing your own thing, killing each other, having your own damn genocide over Christians and Muslims, which I think is stupid to begin with, because y'all let them white people come in there and give y'all that shit, and now all of a sudden y'all want to kill each other over it. Give me a break.
Yeah, now they should treat the United States like they did China when the outbreak came, and they were forcing these people that live there forcing them out of their apartments and homes, had them roaming the streets. Remember?
Yeah.
And then the countries, those other countries over in Africa, told me to cut this shit out.
Roaming the streets, having signs that said "No blacks,
no blacks or anything."
Yeah, had them eating out of look like dog bowls and shit, eating food. Come on, like
and they told them because we're going to kick all your people out of our country.
And I've said it before because it is true. When that Asian cop in New York shot that black man in that stairwell in those projects, and they were trying to hang him for doing that because, of course, he wasn't white. So, of course, the white boys was going to let him fry to be the poster person of police going too far. And now they're going to be able to incite justice for this unjustly killing. The whole Chinatown got in touch with China and all of that. And they changed that within a matter of a week. That whole situation changed. The DA dropped all charges. It's all about having that support, having that connection to where in which you could say, okay, try that again. We don't have that. So it's just really sad and unfortunate.
I say people should be looking where there was Russian subs in Haiti.
Yeah, Russia been everywhere.
Well, if you look at all the nations I would say for the last 10, 15 years, they pretty much been gearing up for war.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's everybody.
Yeah. But no, Russia's been gearing.
Oh yeah. Because we're gonna start fighting over water and territory and minerals. Yeah, if we don't all choke to death from the smog.
That part.
Let me say we are. Yes, you're.
Oh yeah, I don't do the people of color shit because people of color incorporates a lot of other people. And
that's even like African American and all these different labels. It's like it just gets so hard trying to figure out.
Yeah,
because that's a generational thing. Because you're so used to being labeled a certain thing.
Right. Yeah, that's true. That's true. It's just crazy. Yeah. Well, I think that's that. Well, that's all I had, really, you guys, because it's getting close to my.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
Sleepy? Your eyes turning red yet? Let me say.
No, I'm just tired of being on here because after a while I just be like, okay, we over, we good, okay, great.
It's like drop the news, say what you have to say.
News dropped. Everybody good. Everybody great. Gotta go.
Yeah, watch out for the folk out there.
Yeah, I don't know how people do it. Like people could get real relaxed and be on here for hours and just be like,
It's a real deep.
Yeah, no, it's just a real deep kind of thing. Yeah, I don't mind. It's really.
I could do maybe 3. I can't do no 20. I don't know what the.
Yeah, I can't do no. Yeah. Even Conscious got me beat with all that. You go to sleep, wake up, y'all still discussing. Ain't that much discussing in the world.
Like I said, they were chefs, boy. They were taking that boy as chefs. I ain't never seen anything like that.
All that somebody needs to be drafting up a constitution. I mean, it really needs to have stuff going on. No, never. I'm never tired of you guys. I don't know. Sometimes I just feel like it's too, like, I don't know. I personally feel like I just like, okay, what more could you say? You said
I think it's just because we just talk about such current events and such dark stuff that it drains you. I mean, because the whole week, we'll get off here and I'll start sending you things that I see, because I'm always up reading, keeping abreast of everything. And it's just by the time it gets around, it's like, oh, I'm so fucking burnt out.
Right. That part. And then too, I've read stuff myself and I'm just like, or seen stuff and I'm just like,
and it's like, and I'm shaking my head and it's like, then you kind of weigh what's more important than the other.
Right. Then that's what I'm doing, shifting through. okay, this we need to tackle now. This can wait. This no, we need to do this now. So it's a lot of that too. So it's a lot. So when I say it's just like once I've got it out, it's like okay, all right, see you guys next week. You know what I'm saying? So it's not
it is because you can just you can let it go. You know, you can just
I
let
just
it all go.
leave it there. You know what I'm saying? I take it to the altar and I leave it there like church. Boom. Yeah, so that's all it is. But no, I love you guys. I can never be tired of you guys. And your comments, like I said, your comments, your words of encouragement. Thank you so much. I couldn't do this without you guys. You guys are the reason why I do it. Even though, say, I don't watch, it's boring, it's numbers. It ain't all about the numbers when we're learning and we're growing with each other and we're sharing experiences, because that's where you grow. All that other stuff will fade away, but it's about the knowledge you impart on others and they impart on you that will never, ever be broken or taken away. So definitely just a little nugget to take with you when
you giving out nuggets too?
Something like that. Afternoon nuggets. Dinner mints.
Dinner mints.
Dinner mints. Dinner mints. So yeah, you take that dinner mint.
Yeah, you just want everybody to know because it's just so much information.
Yeah, it really is.
Pouring in at one time, you get bombarded. And then, of course, main media is going to shift your attention to things that aren't important to us.
Right.
People.
Right. I mean, they start talking about other stuff that really don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, none of this stuff matters. Not once did I see a media outlet other than the Black News Network, which is started up recently on YouTube, talk about right around Kyle Rittenhouse, Tamir's Rice, the day he was murdered by police officers, happened on that day. It was like, oh, why are we not even talking about how they pulled up and asked no questions, then talk to him and say, hey, young man, you want to just pull up and fire? Wasn't no questions asked. And then, he looked like an older person. Well, even still, do you just fire?
And what about the young lady that is in the same state?
In Kenosha, the young lady who was kidnapped in some kind of sex trafficking thing, and she was the only one to take it upon herself to kill her trafficker to help the rest of the people that were,
and she's still in
bondage, and she is still in jail.
So we really need to pay attention to that one because that is self-defense.
Yeah,
that's the same thing that
they're claiming that white Wonder Bread.
That little boy
that little boy playing with
the grown man,
playing grown ass games, okay, and then got the shit scared out of him when shit got real.
How come they didn't go after his mother for transporting them there?
Because they're not. Well, they saying that the mother didn't even now the story is that the mother didn't even transport him. That he went with the other boys. They were just saying the mother transported him so they could get the heat off of them. But the word is that it came through a group text, and he, hightailed it with the friend who bought the gun for him, and they all went together. Yeah. So I don't know. All that shit. I mean, when you white, you're right. If you could sit on the stand
remember
and
too, he had
a
$2 million. He pretty much had a $2 million war chest.
$2 million, real quick. So speaking of the $2 million, you know that a lot of people have raised the $2 million for his legal defense, right? So Trump's lawyer was basically like, "No, bitch, I helped raise that money. That money go to us." And so they're fighting right now because Kyle wants the money. Trump's lawyer, who helped fund this PAC for him to raise that money, with stars like the dude who did the Richie Rich sitcom and all that other kind of Yeah, they raised a ton of money for this kid, and Cal thought he was just going, oh,
he thought he's gonna get them. He thought he got
about to be rich. Yeah, we about to be rich.
And what
Trump
they need,
said, and then no.
And of course, you know, the family already said they're going to file a civil suit.
Yeah.
So
families already said they're going to file a civil suit.
They need to strip him of everything. Penny.
That's it. And that's what I say when people are like, oh, well, they don't have the money. I wouldn't give a goddamn.
I'll take his trailer.
I take whatever equity they think they're gonna have. I'll take it.
Because remember, he is a murderer. He is a murderer.
That ain't changed. That ain't changed at all. So, yeah, I just take that money. Fuck it. Like, okay, you acquitted of murder, but you won't be acquitted of no civil charges because you did that shit when you could have backed down and you didn't. So, yeah, his mom already look old, and if she is in her 30s, goddamn, you ain't got much to go. Looking like that, it look like you halfway out the door. Honestly, goddamn.
Mayonnaise don't keep.
You don't. That miracle will
definitely keep an ear out on this young lady's story.
Yeah,
she was trafficked.
Yeah.
And matter of fact, the guy
was a wealthy white man.
Mm-hmm. And he has abused other young black girls. He target young black girls.
Ate them.
Mm-hmm.
He's raped them and ate them. So like a Jeffrey Dahmer type shit. Yeah, he's done some crazy shit. And
she popped him in the head twice.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't lock her up. So it's like, wait a minute. So you're the victim all the way around. You know.
Mm-hmm. There's even this young. I was just reading today. This black man, who kind of in the same situation as Breonna Taylor. They busted in his girlfriend's house. And he thought it was an intruder. They were looking for drugs. I think the girl's father, they were looking for as far as him and drugs. But they thought they were busting in the house. He lit fire to the motherfucking place, shot a deputy, and they really trying to put him in jail right now for shooting. And it was just like he was in self-defense. He didn't know. He thought somebody was breaking in. Isn't it self-defense? But again, it's always that kind of thing. It's self-defense when they say it. It is a violent crime when we do it. That's all I'm saying. That's the problem.
They stopped doing it here.
That's the problem I have.
Because these motherfuckers, they armed to the teeth.
Yeah, it's like you can't be. If you want to sit there and talk about it's self-defense, then it's self-defense for everybody. There's nobody sitting there talking about it's self-defense for you, but no, it's murder. No, if it's self-defense, it's self-defense across the board.
Too much.
Yeah, these people, they eating folks, okay?
Yeah. They
are eating folks. So
and not in a good way.
Right. Not in the way it's pleasurable. Okay.
They were pissing on them last week.
Right.
And now they're eating on them.
Crazy. Just like the that wealthy Democratic donor that was juicing up them black boys
Ed Buck.
and watching them OD.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody said nothing for months. He kept on bringing these people. Just so happened that one of the young boys happened to get out there and damn near live to tell a story. So
yeah, because you never heard about it.
Mm-mm.
You never heard about it.
No, not at all. Not at all. That's why I think the story, everything is far greater than the little kind of box we put things in. There's a lot going on around here. A lot of people and a lot of power and influence, and they do a lot of crazy shit.
They do a lot of shit. A lot
of crazy shit. If
who would think a doctor would be out there giving those boys speedball?
Right.
and that's his sexual kink.
Having an apartment in a low graded area but that's where you did your dirt at. Just is really crazy. But then again, think about it. You got Epstein. They had Epstein shot execution style. Why, you figure? So he don't tell where the bones is buried and who been doing.
They got a lot of bones.
Right.
A lot of bones.
Who been doing what? So they're really type ship about letting their secrets and letting their shit out.
I was surprised this woman hasn't gotten killed yet.
Yeah. Well, I think at this point they think it'd be too obvious. At this point, it'd be too much.
She could fall. They can blame it on the inmate.
They think right now it'd be like, nope, it's something. He knew something, and people.
She knew too.
She does. Oh yeah, she does. And right before she go, however it happens, she gonna tell. She gonna drop.
I hope she don't tell who she gave that little black book to.
She gonna drop that and be like, if something ever happens to me, send this straight to the paper.
It'll be the only one to be left. Be like OJ's dog. Be the only one to know. That's the only one could tell. He ain't tell nobody.
He ain't tell a soul. He ain't tell a soul.
Too much.
Yep.
Well, but sir, you're coming up on your 2 hours.
I am. Yep. We're here. I am definitely here. What? So listen to what channel? Prescription and dimensions. I can't. Yeah. No, I feel that too. Yep. But all right, guys, it's been real. We've had fun, and I just really hope you guys have a blessed,
safe holiday.
Safe holiday, full of blessings and thankfulness and just love, peace, joy. That is my prayer for all of you. And just rejuvenate yourselves and be refreshed.
Yeah, relax. Sit back and relax a little bit. Enjoy the family.
Right. Don't cook too much. Don't be the one slaving over the shit. Kind of, designate everybody to do a little something.
Because pizza will work too.
Yeah. If it's open.
No, you ain't go to the grocery store for all that shit gone.
Good luck with that. This was fun. I enjoyed it. Oh, thank you, Rico.
Glad you had a good time, Rico. Like I said, we hadn't seen you in a while. Well, we hadn't seen you over here.
Right. Right.
But we've seen you over at Twitter.
Right. Well,
hey,
no.
Pink,
Speak for yourself. I ain't seen it. Hey, Pink, how are you?
Yeah,
how are you? Thank you so much. But yes, everyone, please have a safe and healthy Thanksgiving. Again, I just wish for all of you the very best, and knowing that this is the season where the year comes to an end and we embark on a new year. I wish all the best for all of you, and thank you once again for being such a support to myself and to the network of CCNTV, and to all of us, Brother Nate, Just Jess, the Haitian Queen, Tanari, and all of us here. Thank you so much for hanging out and sticking out with us. Definitely appreciate it. And there's more to come. So, stick around and it'll be fun. Bingo. I don't do bingo. I don't know what that is. I mean, I've heard about it, but I think I don't know. I think it's a lot for little kids. I don't know. It'd be a lot of fussing on there, and I just a little too much fussing. From the clips I've seen that people be doing, it'd be a lot. It'd be all about fussing, and you think YouTube is bad? They be going.
Oh, I was getting ready to say it sounds familiar.
They be going all the way in. So, alrighty. And on that note, you guys be safe, moisturize, and don't be dry. Moisturize your turkeys. And all that stuff. Nobody
you want no dry bird.
Dry bird. So please make sure that your bird is moisturized. Stay safe.
So nasty in so many ways.
Well,
make
in all the
make sure your bird and everything else.
In all the ways, make sure
In
your
all the
bird is
ways.
not dry. Always, okay. Yeah, but truly have a blessed one. Until next time, be safe and keep your head on the swivel, as Brother Nate would say. Anything else you want to say, Brother Nate?
No, everybody take care.
All right.
Enjoy.
All right.
Roll up, or throw back one, whatever you want to do.
Just don't throw up one.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, don't do
And
that.
enjoy yourselves. We definitely deserve it. You know?
You're right. All right. And with that, God bless. Good night and peace.
Good night.